This is the true story of one guy destined to be at this moment in his life, digitally recording his life to find out how it all plays out. It's time to get a life. My life. So, what am I supposed to say? I'm not exactly sure here. Oh, you want to understand how I got to this point? Well, it's pretty interesting. Along the way you make life decisions and choices, and these choices you make bring you to pathways, and you take those pathways, and that's how you end up here. What? Oh, how did I end up making this video with you? Oh, okay. Well, see, God, I don't even know where to start. There's so much. Throughout your life, you're just, as I said earlier, you make these choices, and you're destined to be someplace. And a lot of times you don't have control over this destiny. You think you do, and you just go with it. So that's why I'm here right now. It all started probably when I was, I don't even know how young. I've always been an artist. I've always drawn and liked coloring, and not coloring like coloring books. I liked just free coloring, taking crayons and creating landscapes, stuff like that. Typical kids doodling, but it was always a preoccupation of mine. Oh, I get it a lot from my father. My dad was a very good artist. Like, he had sketchbooks full of just drawings that he used to do. And my mother had a very good eye for color. She was the one that, when I would color in a coloring book, would teach me how to color in the lines and what colors to use to make it seem more realistic and not so far-fetched. So that's kind of how it all started. That's where I get I guess the creative outlet. Original, not outlet. That's a bad word, isn't it? Yeah. I would say that's where I get the creative beginnings, the spark. That's what started it, was my parents' ability to be creative. It transferred into me. I had a very interesting childhood, different than most people. And pardon? Yes, yeah. It was fun, to say the least. But let's kind of fast forward a little bit and get ahead of ourselves here. Through a series of decisions, I ended up here in Florida. And here in Florida, I met the woman of my dreams. Now, this woman was a few years younger than me and kind of changed my entire way of thinking about life. I was the type of person that I was never getting married. I was staying single my entire life. I was going to be the perpetual bachelor, just pretty much the stereotypical guy you see in all those movies, just sleeping with every woman he meets, not having a regard for anything like that. All his friends are married and becoming adults, and he's stuck, perpetual Peter Pan syndrome is what my mother always calls it. And then I met her, and that all changed. Met her in 2006, and yeah, like, along the way you make friends and people come in and out of your life, but she actually stayed a constant. We have been together now, it's 2015, all this time. We were married in 2014, October 25th. So that was huge because, of course, as a guy, I never got the end of it from my friends. I don't think I ever will get the end of it. The fact that I wanted to stay that perpetual bachelor and never be married. And now here I am, married, and fast forward to April of 2015, and the guy who didn't want any type of commitment in his life at all because of things growing up in my childhood that I don't want to get into, I now have a wife that's expecting a child. So yeah, we're expecting a baby, and it's been a very complicated road Both of us work full time. I go to school full time, and the complication of it is due to the wife having cervical cancer. We're in and out of the hospital and doctors a lot to make sure everything with the pregnancy is okay. It's taken a real toll on a lot of the things I've had to do. Unfortunately, because of that, I have had lost touch with school a lot, and because of that, now it's I'm making this type of video. Uh, it's you lose track of time. You just lose a lot, and you try to recoup it, and you can't. And the nice thing is, though, that I now have a partner in this journey, trying to make what I never had. And as I said, it's things have been very tough the last year, especially now that the wife is pregnant and such. But it's an amazing feeling, and I honestly cannot wait to see what the future holds. No, um, no. I think the future, to quote the bad '80s line, yeah, my future's so bright I have to wear shades. Um, I'm hoping to be the better person than my father was. I'm hoping to take everything my mother instilled in me and transfer it to my son. You know, to make him a man, to make him a better man than I am now. It's it's definitely interesting. The road to the graphic designer, the road to an adult, the paths I've been down, the professional photography career, the careers doing just a million and one things, um, just being everywhere and nowhere at once. It's taken a lot, and then it brought me here. It brought me to my wife. It brought me to now a child being born. So I wouldn't say I regret anything. I probably would go back and change a few things in my life, but they would be insignificant things. Um, if I were to change anything significant, there's a good chance I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't have what I have today. Um, and that's something I can't lose. Yes, I do. I, I, I don't regret. I am glad. I do thank her for it, for changing my way of being, to giving me what I have now. Because if it wasn't for her, I'd have none of this. I would become that pathetic guy, still hitting on girls that are half my age in a bar, trying to be cool. And I'm glad I'm not, because now I'm going to be a father. I'm a husband. I'm a son on top of all that, and I don't regret one moment of changing what was my mantra, my motto, my credo, whatever you want to call it. I'm glad I never changed that. I'm very happy that I got married and that I have a child on the way, and I would never change anything for that. I wouldn't give anything up for it. Nothing. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And one thing I can say to the viewers, um, each one of us is picked for something. You don't know what it is. It's gonna just occur. You have no choice but to go with it. What I recommend is stay flexible. Be available to change. Enjoy your life. That's it. We're good for this part of the confessional. Yeah. All right. So cut. We're gonna go take some more footage. All right. Yeah, that was great, guys. Good job.